Welcome to the new normal. I'm Angela Brown. I'm your host, and I am a content creator recovering from burnout. Today is day 17. Now, what is the new normal? The new normal is the new life that you're living right now. It's you bouncing back from burnout and then keeping the process going so you can continue recovering from burnout. All right, here's how it works. In the world of living, you're either running from something or you're running towards something else. The purpose of bouncing back from burnout is to live intentionally and with purpose. Now, yesterday we talked about creating a eulogy for yourself and turning that into your About Me page so that you would know what the focus of your purpose is. Also, your fans and your audience and everybody that does brand deals with you, your family, everybody that wants to interact with you at a business level knows what your purpose is, and they're looking for clues that will support that. All right, so instead of just showing up every day and winging it, which leads to burnout, which is what a lot of content creators do because they get in the habit of creating content every day, and then they just keep showing up and they just keep trying to create stuff without really having a plan or a roadmap. And that's where the burnout comes from. It's reinventing every single day. Now, we started about 17 days ago, and we started a program from scratch. And this scratch realigns all of our purpose and our intentions. And we started by taking care of ourselves first. Why do we take care of ourselves first? It's because if we can't take care of us, we can't be expected then to take care of anyone else. Our families, our fans, our friends, our employees, our customers, none of those things. Okay. As a content creator, you have to take care of yourself first. Okay. Now that we've established that, what does that look like? And what we decided was if we were to work out every single day, we would be generating the best version of ourselves. It would help us get physically in shape. It would circulate oxygen and blood through our bodies, and it would help us repair the damaged cells and the cellulite and the fat and the things that are causing toxins and toxicity in our body and aches and pains and ailments and sickness and lethargy, right? Our process was in healing ourselves. So if you've missed the first 17 days, go back because we have a history of everything that we did, starting from exercise to intermittent fasting to staying hydrated and all the things, right? There's a series of things that we're doing every single day. And I want us to wake up every single day. And instead of saying, oh no, I think I'm going to skip that today because I have a choice. Yes, you do have a choice. However, the choices that you made led to burnout. And so they did not work for you. So don't make those choices again. We want radically different results by making radically different changes. So I'll say this again. We're either running towards something or we're running from something else. When you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I just can't get out of bed today because I'm so tired. What is your new normal? Is your new normal to repeat the past, which is, oh, I think I'll sleep in because I'm tired and I chose to stay up last night? Or is that what you're running from? If you're running from burnout, what that means is your new normal looks very different than the old past. Now, if you've ever had a child, you have hallucinations of how fun it's going to be, and you're going to have this little infant, and they're going to be happy and always smiling, and they're going to love you, and you're going to push them around in strollers and have fun. And we forget the colicness of babies, or their screaming, or the loud cries that they have in the night when you're trying to sleep peacefully. And you forget the poopy diapers and all the things that come along with the process, right? But every time you see that kid, you are so in love with them and you're like, wow, look what I created, right? And then the day comes somewhere along the way when you put the baby down for bed and they just fall asleep and it's easy and effortless. But in the beginning, it's not that way. Okay. It's not that way. Is it worth it? Absolutely. But is it easy? No, not in the beginning. It's very challenging and parents are exhausted and they're like, ah, this is a whole new life, right? What I'm asking of you right now is a whole new life. We're creating something brand new from scratch. And when you look at it, are you going to be proud of it? Heck yeah. Are you going to love it? Heck yeah. Is it going to be worth it? Heck yeah. But you can't keep creating the old, same old stuff and expecting different results. So, as we move forward through the burnout recovery process, my question to you is what is your new normal? What does that look like? I'm going to share with you what mine looks like, and then I want you to leave links in the notes below. And I want you to share with me what yours looks like. What are you running towards, and what are you running from? If you're not sure, ask yourself this question every time there's a tough decision to make. Am I running toward this hard choice, or am I running from it? You go to your closet to clean out your closet full of clutter. Are those clothes that you're running towards? Are those your goal clothes? Or are those clothes that didn't used to fit you and you kind of don't like them that much and you kind of are not wearing them now? Let's get rid of them already, right? Is this the you that you're running towards or running from? When I look at some of my clothes, I'm like, man, I've had those clothes for 20 years. I'm running from the 90s, not towards it. Let's get rid of those old clothes, right? If you ask yourself that question, it's going to make a lot of your decisions a whole lot easier. All right, so let's jump in and take a look at some of the things that I've been working on over the last 17 days. The first one is sleep. Now, I did not get a lot of sleep last night, and that is my fault and my choosing. And this is something I'm running from, not towards. Last night, I got a full 5 hours and 11 minutes of sleep, which is a whole lot better than the night before. But this week I've gone a little bit skinny on the sleep by choice. I'm working on some deadlines and I chose to work late. But when I woke up this morning, I did not want to get up. And as I got up because I'm running towards the workouts, not from them. I'm running towards feeling fantastic during the day, not towards feeling worse, right? And if I get up and I work out, I'm going to be proud of myself. I'm going to be more in shape today than I was if I didn't work out, and I'm going to be happy that I gave myself the discipline to get up and go work out. That is what I'm running towards, not running from. All right, the next thing for my daily activities is my hydration. And this is something that I'm running towards with full blast. I've done fantastic on my everyday drinking the water that I've been drinking and the herb tea that I've been drinking and my apple cider vinegar and lemon juice. And so every day I've done a fantastic job with my drinking. And so I was talking to somebody the other day that drinks about 2 quarts of water. And as a result of that, they have a lot of migraine headaches. And we've discovered that a lot of migraine headaches can be halted, maybe not cured completely, but halted with hydration. It's triggered by your brain dehydrates and then you start getting headaches and then you're like, "Oh, why do I have a headache?" Right? So the very first thing if you start to have a headache, run go grab some water and hydrate and then see if that doesn't make you feel better. It's a really inexpensive solution to your body needs water and if you give your body what it needs, then suddenly you may feel better, right? I can't guarantee it, but there's a possibility you may. All right, the next thing that we're looking at is the intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting was a new concept for me a couple of weeks ago. I'd heard about it, but I hadn't really done it very well. I tried it a couple of days and I was like, I don't understand it. What I didn't understand is that your body has two energy sources. And the program that we've been on, where you eat every couple of hours and you keep your blood sugar levels up, is one source of energy. And if you deplete that and you go into ketosis mode, then your body flips over to a whole new source of energy. And in the process of that, it removes your hunger pains. And all of a sudden, it starts repairing your cells at a core level. And you start feeling better. And it's a longer lasting duration of energy. Well, if you're lethargic and you feel so tired all the time and you just can't keep your eyes open and you're exhausted and you feel overwhelmed all the time, you have nothing to lose. I had nothing to lose. And I said, why not? Why not give it a try? Okay. So with my doctor's provisions, and I had gone in and done a physical, I made sure that I had a colonoscopy, I had a mammogram, I had all my blood work done. I went in for my regular checkup and I explained to my doctors what I was going to try. And my doctor said, that's great. Give me updates and let me know how it goes. And I have the My Chart system where I can tap in, I can leave notes for my doctor and they can leave notes back. Okay. So I am doing this not blindly. Okay, I double checked and made sure that I'm in good health and I can do this. And they said, sure, give it a try. I've never felt better in the last 2 weeks. So if this is burnout, this is what I'm running towards, not from, right? I'm running towards a new way of living. This is my new norm. I get up in the morning, I eat healthy foods, I fast, I drink lots of water. This is what I'm running towards, right? This is my new normal. And if this is my new normal and I look at the productivity and I've been tracking it every single day, I've been more productive in the last 2 weeks than probably in the last 3 months. In 2 weeks. Is it worth it? Heck yeah, absolutely. I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. All right, the next thing that I want to mention is the nourishment. I notice over the last couple of weeks that in order for me to have radically different changes, I want to eat different things. And so, what is radical for me, because I'm a 2 minute microwave person, if I can run in the kitchen and find something and heat it up in 2 minutes, I'm good. And then I can race back to the computer and I can get more work done. Da, 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 da. I love it. Okay, well, what I decided was instead of eating quick things that come out of boxes, bags, and cans, what I'm going to do is eat raw fresh foods, fruits, and vegetables. And so what that means is I had to go to the store and I had to buy a whole bunch of stuff. What do I want? So I've been making some great big salads, and I say great big, they're huge salads, way more than I should be eating. But it's spinach and it's lettuce and tomatoes and mushrooms and carrots and yellow squash and zucchini squash. And that's what's inside my salads. Then I made some sugar-free Japanese, Chinese, what do you call it? Japanese ginger dressing. And so it's just got this fun ginger flair to it, and it makes everything taste amazing. And like I said, I've been eating lots of salads. Like my big bowl of salad, it's like this huge bowl of salad and probably has a total of 400 calories in it, right? And that's my meal for the day. So in the process of me doing the intermittent fasting, I've lost 16 pounds in 17 days. So I'm going to call that a win. Now, I know if I stay on this process, I will probably meet my ideal weight. And then I will probably be able to sustain that on the new normal program. Now, it's really easy to say, oh, look, I lost 16 pounds. I should reward myself with a Snickers bar. But that's going back to the old way. That's rewarding myself with something from the old way. That's not the new normal. That's what I'm running from, not running towards. So right now, it's the end of October. We're a couple of days away from Halloween, and everyone everywhere has candy. And I love candy and sugar and all the things. And I'm not doing any candy this Halloween. Okay. No treats, no pumpkin cheesecake, no pumpkin pie, all the pumpkin things I love. I've limited all of my pumpkin spice flavorings to pumpkin herb tea, pumpkin spice herb tea with no sugar whatsoever. Okay. So we're talking about cinnamon and whatever the tastes are that make pumpkin spice herb tea. All right, so that is my new norm. And so I wanted to report on that because that's important that we know what we're running towards. All right, the next thing is my workouts. My workouts have become really, really strong. And I'm really excited about this because as I got to the gym this morning, I did not want to go. Okay. And that is a residual effect of me staying up too late last night. Everything is a domino effect. And if I push one domino out, either it stops the rest of the lineup, or when that thing starts falling, at somewhere along the way, I've got to stop that chain of pushing the dominoes down because I want to say, stop, we're not going in that direction anymore. We're doing the new norm. So I stayed up too late last night, which is going in the wrong direction. That's what I'm running from. And I had to say, stop, I screwed up, but I'm going to get up this morning. Today's going to be a great day. I'm back on track this morning. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out. I'm going to love it, right? I'm going to have fun. And I'm in the pool. And as I'm doing my serious kicking and my oxygen starts flowing through my body, and I'm doing really heavy breathing, like, right? Like if I was in a really heavy duty workout, all of a sudden it kicks into my brain. Those endorphins start kicking in again. And I'm like, I am so glad I'm here. I am so glad I'm here. I'm glad and proud of myself that I got up this morning, that I showed up, and that I'm doing this workout, right? I'm so glad I'm here. Right? I wouldn't have felt that had I stayed in bed and then woke up and I would have felt sorry and guilty that I didn't get up and follow the new normal program. So I'm really proud of myself for following through with the new norm. All right, the next thing is my mood. I've been up and down in my moods over the last couple of days, and I'm going to directly link that to my lack of sleep. Okay. And this is really interesting how everything is connected. So when I said I'm asking for 14 hours of your week to do a consistent program, what I'm asking you to do is do the consistent program. Because if you break the pattern, and I did, I'm so smart, I can break the program and the rules do not apply to me, right? Wrong. That's not true at all. I'm human and my body needs sleep, and so my brain can work properly. And when I don't, then my brain might work just fine for a couple of days, but then I head straight back in to burnout mode, right? And lots of people who are in burnout mode get out of it and then they get right back into it. Why? Because what they're doing works so well, just like me, they think they can break the rules and the rules don't apply to them. Well, there's what's called the law of physics. And if you if you need sleep and you don't get enough sleep, you're going to head straight back into burnout mode. Okay. So right now there are warning bells that are like, Angela, don't be dumb, right? That's a dumb rookie move to stay up late when you know you need more sleep. You're running from burnout, not towards it. Get more sleep. Okay. All right. I'm glad we talked about that. The next thing is the progress in my business. I've done really well in the business the last couple of days. One of the things I've been focusing on are the About Me pages. The About Me pages we talked about yesterday. If you were going to write your own eulogy, what are you trying to become as a person? What is your mission? How do you want to help other people? And how do you want to be remembered? Tweak that and make that the About Me page on your website. I have a couple of websites, and all of my About Me pages suck. They all suck. I screwed up. I did them all the wrong way. So this week, my goal is to get all the About Me pages put together and to make sure that I have done those exercises for myself. And in the process of doing that, I've created a little course on how to create an About Me page. And I'm going to leave links in the show notes to that in case you want to take a look at that and maybe make an About Me page for yourself. So I will leave links in the notes to that. The next thing that I want to talk about in as far as my progress goes are some of the challenges that I've had. And some of the challenges are things I don't know. And as a content creator, there will always be things we don't know. And so I find myself asking ChatGPT on a numerous series of questions throughout the day, things that I don't know. So, for example, if I'm trying to create an About Me page and I don't know what an About Me page looks like, I can go to ChatGPT and I can say, hey, listen, I'm trying to create an About Me page. What kind of items should I have in there? And then it will say, hey, here are the kind of items you should have. And I say, great. And one of the items, for example, is a brand story. What is your brand story? And then I could say something as simple as, I don't understand what a brand story is. Could you give me a hint or explain to me what it is? And it will explain to you. It can go a step further. You say, I'm in a WordPress website and I'm trying to create an About Me page. And I'm curious, are there any templates that you know of? And ChatGPT will say, yes, here's a series of templates. And I say, I'm using this page builder, Elementor. And it will say, oh, yes, here's a series of templates for Elementor. And I can say, okay, great. I'm looking for an About Me template. Is there a template I can use? So we're never alone when we come to create. And so the question is, if you are unsure, ask better questions. What are you running towards? And can you ask better questions that will lead you in the right direction? Chances are you're not the first person that has ever invented wherever it is you're heading. There's already someone who's gone before you that has paved the way. And thank goodness we live in the era of information. So you do not have to go at this alone. The next thing that's really interesting is this. If you will show up for yourself every day and you will show up knowing that, hey, I'm not alone. I'm not creating alone. I'm not creating in a vacuum. I'm already here and somebody else has already created a plugin. They've created an app. They've created a piece of software. The questions already exist. The information is already there. All I need to do is be the best version of myself and show up and look for those answers, and those answers will come to me. And then show up expecting, because you're the best version of yourself, you're on target, you're on task, and you're fulfilling your mission and your purpose that's on your About Me page that you've already articulated. What you're doing then is you are finding the answers that will guide you to that. And once you articulate that to the world, share it with your fans, share it with your friends, share it with your employees, share it with your family. What happens is everyone starts pulling together. People will start recommending things to you. Oh, hey, wait a second. I know you're on this journey about intermittent fasting. I just found this really great book on intermittent fasting. I just found this really great YouTube video on intermittent fasting, right? People will start coming to you with solutions and help. And suddenly you're not doing this alone. Once you articulate it, the whole world will start rising up to help you. And so be on the lookout for help. That's one of the reasons we share with other people our goals and our ambitions. We don't have to go at it alone. And so if you'll start doing a little tiny series of things, what is my new normal? And you let everybody in the household know your new normal. And the new normal, when I get up in the morning, I make my bed. In the new normal, I squeegee the shower when I'm done. In the new normal, I wipe the bathroom vanity after I'm done putting makeup on for the day. In the new normal, when I get home from the gym, I hang up the towels so they can dry. I put away my makeup that's in the little travel kit. In the new normal, I put the dishes in the sink after I've eaten, or I put them inside the dishwasher. What happens is that everyone around you is like, oh, this is the new normal. This is what we're doing now. Suddenly you're not cleaning and tidying up your house alone. Everyone in the house starts to follow in alignment, right? This happened when we started decluttering. I put a box at the top of the stairs. Everybody in the house started adding their disposables, things that they wanted to donate. And guess what? The coolest part is on my way to the gym in the morning, I have to pass a Goodwill. And so right there, I dip into the parking lot and drop the box off. I was here and I'm good to go. That is the new normal. The new normal is we drop stuff off that we're no longer using, that we don't need, don't want, and we don't want to store. That is the new normal. So what is the new normal for you? And once you've articulated it, and once you've shared that vision with your family, your friends, your fans, your employees, and you've put that on your About Me page, that new normal becomes who you are. And like I said, everyone will then rise to the occasion to help you become that. Right? If you haven't already, follow me over at lifelongproductions.com/burnout. I'm Angela Brown, and this is my story, recovering from burnout. And with Lifelong Productions, this is a hub that helps creators not only recover from burnout, but helps them finish the projects that they've started. So if you're halfway through a project and you don't know how to monetize it, or you don't know how to wrap it up the last little bit, or you have a product, like maybe you wrote a book, but it's got like 5 ratings and reviews, and you don't know how to push it out to the market, we can help you with the next steps of that. So I'm over at Lifelong Productions helping with a couple of different courses that I'm teaching right now at Lifelong Productions. So come over and join us. And until we meet again, I have 2 things I want you to remember. Number 1, you matter. And number 2, you